Hello guys, this is a new project in the winter at Sydney. Yeah, yeah. And now we start a new project for the decking to the backyard. We need to transfer the form of the backyard to the entertainment area. We trim the trees, we cut, move it, and we have a plan to do it. This is our plan. If you look at it, that's a decking area, garden beds, and the bench around it, and the paving and the pebbles close to the house in that area. Access and the bass will be in this part as well. So what we do, we install the post first for the retaining wall, build the retaining wall to stop the soil, and the timber fence behind it to cover the fence. The first day done, we clean the trees, shrubs, set the post for the timber retaining wall through the concrete, and we leave it for 1 day to set the concrete, and then we're continuing tomorrow by laying a sleepers screw to the post. So guys, yesterday we finished the retaining wall, timber retaining wall, some part of it, and installed the fence post. Also the other part left, we do it today, and we did the first paling on the fence. It's easier to paint it first and then we lapping by the other paling. And also we will paint all the fence around the backyard, and the concrete slab done for the shower and the bath in that part. Today we try to do the structure for the decking in that area, and I'll show you end of the day how it's look like. We use the Dulux paint for the timber, exterior timber Dulux paint. This is it. And we need to do 2 coat for the paling. For this part we have to use the baby roll or the small brush to paint it, and the big paling will be painted by the roll. So guys, the painting of the fence done. Today we try to make a frame for the decking board, for the decking area. This is a bench area going there, and this is the frame of the deck around it. This is a L shape. We need to install the screens for the bass in that part. And yeah, today we installed the structure for the decking by the timber slipper H4 200 by 50 or 150 by 50, the other one we're using normally. This one 150 by 50 H4. We use the H4 sleepers because we're touching the soil in that part of the deck for the structure, and if the timber touching the soil, we need to use H4 timber. It has some material protected to more life for the water and soil. It's not damaging. And I want to show you, this is the garden. We add the slipper behind the soil, stop the soil from the timber fence. And then we use the landscape fabric to stop the soil not coming through the edges of the timber. And all the okay, I'll show you later how we installed the decking structure. So good morning, guys. We're back to the job site after 2 weeks quarantine in the Sydney. And what we did, we complete the structure for the bench, garden beds, and the decking. And also we're laying the weed mat to cover the garden soil, stop the growing the weeds through the deck. And also we did painting on top of the timbers to show what was the reason after do the decking. Okay, we fixed the structure to the concrete by this, and the screws. We did the screws to the concrete, and also we used the timber post to hold the structure. It's not going down. And also the other part, this post concreted to the ground, and this one as well. In the garden, we dig a hole, put the post and concrete around it in the garden area, and in the concrete area we use the angles and screws to the concrete. And also we did this timber post. Okay, what's the next step? We laying and install the decking board on top of that. We start from this side and going all through for the decking area, and then we're going to the bench and the top of that and cover all the sitting area and the garden beds on top of that. As I showed you in the other, we use these screws. It's actually hidden screws going from the side of the decking board, and nobody can see it from the top of the decking board. And also we use this machine to screw the board. So we installed the decking board, soil behind the garden and the mulch on top, planting. We working on the bench and the 2 boxes around the garden. The guys installed the pavers, stainless stop, stone, natural stone, 600 by 400, and we need to install the screen for the shower, and the plumber did the job for the bath and for the shower for this side. This is a Merbau decking board. Install it all to the side. Yeah, there. And this is this. So install the pavers, install the screen for the shower, the bath is there, and we install this screen and following the other side as well, for a screen for the bath. We use the river stone pebbles, 30 to 40, natural color from the A&L. And also the cap on the top of the garden. We're continuing the job. Hopefully we should finish it today. So, job done. This is a screen. For the bath, and this is for the shower. This is a bath installed, need a plumber comes to check it. This is the side. As you can see there, oops. Yeah, and the pavers on the side, the decking and the edge. Also these two, it's like a box. We can collect some garden stuff. The edge on the top. You can see what's left. We need to do the decking oil. That's a decking timber oil. And if you look at the job, all there. You have to do the blowing on top of the deck. Town, rather. Yeah, and this is the other. You can use it. The side. And this is the deck, you can see.